Contestant number 4, Joseph Grondin. Buzz. Buzz Joseph Grondin.
Thank you. Mr. G, say to infinity and beyond. Those were the words of two of the cutest little 9-year-old girls as I was the teacher on playground duty. To infinity and beyond. One looked at the other and said, "Yeah, you're right. He sounds like Buzz Lightyear." That night, I asked my wife, "Who is this Bud Light character?" "Honey, Bud Light is the beer. Buzz Lightyear is a Disney character from the movie Toy Story." Madam Contest Chair, ladies and gentlemen, did you know? With the press of a button, Buzz would sprout wings, believing that he could fly. Devastated to learn that he couldn't. Do you remember the first time you learned you couldn't fly? Maybe not. I was 10 years old, hopped on my bicycle, and with a little bit of Disney magic, it became my soracle. I pedaled as fast as I could until I reached soaring speed. I slowly let go of the handlebars, closed my eyes, allowed my soul to be surrounded by this aura of sheer exhilaration. Bam! My soracle came to a sudden stop, and my body kept right on going and going until I came crashing down upon my neighbor's brand new Cadillac. Oops. Note to self, keep eyes open. And like Buzz, I realized I couldn't fly. Every time Buzz tried to fly, he would hit obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. He hit one too many obstacles, was on the brink of self-destruction, until his toy friends were in peril. And with newfound purpose, Buzz, instead of trying to fly, learned to soar. Oh, he bounced, swung, rolled over every obstacle. Realized that obstacles were just life's way of saying, oops. Translation, obstacles on purpose to soar. Buzz reminded me why I became a teacher. To inspire my students to soar to infinity and beyond. Matt was 15 years old, hair down to his shoulders. And like most teenagers, thought he knew it all. Oh, he was fluent in 3 languages: English, profanity, and sarcasm. And he spoke in 1-syllable utterances. The first sentence he ever said to me, "Stop." He was also a horticulturist with a green thumb. He delivered a speech for a class project. Why we should legalize marijuana. Really? I admitted to Matt, I never tried marijuana. He looked at me with this mischievous twinkle in his eye and said, "You should have." That summer, Matt lost the one person in his life who truly cared for him, his mother. At the same time that he was addicted to cocaine and heroin. I went to the funeral. Matt could barely stand up on his own 2 feet. And with tears streaming down his face, he gave me a hug. And my heart sank as I hugged this 6-foot, 100-pound teenager who confided in me that all he wanted to do was to go to sleep and never wake up. Matt hit one too many obstacles, was on the brink of self-destruction, forcing him to decide. Does he concede defeat and crash? Or does he get back up on his feet and soar? 3 years had passed, and by chance, I bumped into Matt. And to my surprise, he greeted me with a smart-looking haircut, gained a healthy 80 pounds, produced a smile as big as Texas, and said, "Sup?" He couldn't wait to share with me that he'd been off drugs for 11 months, 3 days, 5 hours. He just graduated from high school, and guess who was selected valedictorian of his graduating class? He shared with me that his biggest disappointment was that his mother could not be in the audience. You see, she only knew him as a drug user. I asked him what turned him around. And without hesitation, he looked at me square in the eyes and said, "I decided. I decided." Ladies and gentlemen, maybe we need a little Disney magic in our lives. While we all can't sound like Buzz Lightyear, we all do have the buzz within. The buzz to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, which are just life's way of saying, "Oops." Matt reminds us. No, Matt encourages us. No, Matt challenges us that regardless of the obstacle, all we have to do is decide to get back up on our feet, hop on our circle, and soar to infinity and beyond. Madam Contest Chair.